Well, our time here in Springfield is finally coming to an end.
But before we go, we got a list of things we still need to do.
So come along with us and find out what it takes to get ready for a big road trip after 4 months in one location for this travel nurse family. Hey everybody, I'm Natasha.
And I'm Bill.
With Nursing Our Travel Bug. If it's your first time here, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you can be notified every time we release a new video or we go live.
We got a whole long list of things to do, but before we do all that, we need some fuel in our bellies.
Let's go get our grub on. Laundry is not a fun chore, but it is a necessary chore, especially when we're getting ready to go on a long haul.
Yep, that's when we decide to just wash it all the bedding, the blankets, comforters, whatever. We wash it all. And a place like the laundromat is a perfect place to get that done.
Absolutely. We can do 8 or 10 loads of laundry in 2 hours. So it works out really well. We just find a local laundromat that's got pretty decent reviews and head on over, knock it out. While our clothes are churning away in the washers, we are going to do double duty and head over to Ace Hardware and get a part for our propane tanks.
I was filling up our propane tank the other day, and as I was taking the empty one out, I heard a little hiss. Yeah, as the one that we're currently using, that hose bent a little bit, and it was hissing while it was bent.
No bueno. That's something you don't want to hear.
Yeah. So, figure we'll get that replaced. That's real easy. We'll even show you. All you really do is unscrew it.
And of course, filling our propane tanks is another item on our list that we tackle before we hit the road, so everything is full and ready to go.
Especially since this weather's turning colder. We'll need that propane.
Now with this being an RV part, of course we could have found it at a local hardware store, which we did try first. However, with the season winding down, they just didn't have enough grilling parts for us to be able to swap out that propane valve. But chances are, if you're near a pretty large city, one of these things is close by as well. So it's off to Camping World we go. We do have a Good Sam membership, so the bonus is that we get to save 10% on anything that we buy here. So Camping World for the win today.
Before you hook up to your big old RV, it's a good idea to just fuel up the day before. It can be a lot easier than trying to worry about finding a truck stop to pull into. Thanks to my lovely wife, we have the part, And right here is where it goes into. If you saw the part before, or you could see on the other side, there's some sort of sealant on there. The folks at the hardware store suggested we could use plumber's tape. They didn't think it would be absolutely necessary, but we decided to go for it anyway, since we had some. So I'm just gonna take this, screw it into there, and we should be good to go. Want to hear something funny to me? On here there's warnings to test for leaking using soapy water. And it warns, good idea here, don't test it using a match. The more you know.
Now our tanks are nice and secure, and they're full for our trip. I do want to point out a really important disclaimer. We do not travel with the propane tanks on. We turn them off. We don't want to cause any kind of fire or have a hazard while we're traveling down the road. Now that we are fueled up, we want to check our tire pressure the night before we hit the road. Now, why are we checking it the night before? Well, if you have seen our worst travel day video when we were leaving Connecticut, you will know that we checked our tires right before we headed out and we found a problem. So that significantly delayed the start of our travel day. So if you want to save a little bit of time, we suggest you check your tires at least the day before so that if you find any problems, you can easily nip them in the bud.
This baby here is a lifesaver. That's what I call it. This is a Viair air pump. We'll put the exact type we have in a link in the description. Tell you a real life story. We were once driving and we had a low pressure in our tire. So we had to figure out how we're gonna try to pull into a gas station to get them filled up. Well, we pull into the gas station and the pump there only goes up to, I think it was 70 PSI. Well, these need to be, for the RV, needed to be at least 80, 85. So we were in trouble there. Also, like she said before, we had that trouble in Connecticut. We couldn't have gone anywhere without this thing. That's why I call it a lifesaver. So now that we're checking the air, we just gotta fill them up right here. Of course, once again, with our TPMS and our air compressor, you'll find those links down in our description. And yes, those are our Amazon affiliate links. We get a penny or two and it doesn't cost you any extra.
They're great products. We use them all the time and we think that you'll get some value and use out of them as well.
Well, hooey!
It was a day. Of course, anytime we have to leave, we have quite the list of things to tackle, but I think we did a good job.
Yep, and of course we had even more than what we showed you here. That checklist is done.
We're ready to roll out tomorrow morning.
All we gotta do is finish packing up the inside and hitch up and hit the road. So now that our checklist is done, we're gonna relax with a fire.
Enjoy the beautiful sunset here in Illinois so that we can get up bright and early and hit the road. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up.
Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. We sure do appreciate it, and we're getting close to another milestone.
And leave us a comment down below. What are some of your tasks that you have to get done before you hit the road in your rig? We want to know. Well, I'm Natasha.
And I'm Bill.
With Nursing Our Travel Bug, encouraging you to nurse what makes you happy. See you down the road.
I have created fire. Thank you, Duraflame. Affiliate link in the description. Just kidding.